So what would you say is Haiti's biggest strength?
Qui ça dit qui pille fort en Haïti?
Ça qui fort en Haïti. L'hôpital.
The hospital?
Hospital.
C'est le premier privilège pour besoin.
Because an hospital is the first privilege we got to receive care.
So if the hospital were to close, how would that affect Milo?
Si l'hôpital là t'a fermé, comment ça va affecter Milo?
Si l'hôpital là t'a fermé, c'est celle qui a besoin.
If the hospital closes, it would be terrible because the hospital is the only thing people have in Milo to really have a little job.
Parce que même comment devant l'hôpital là, il y a un bon petit marchand devant.
As you can see in front of the hospital, people come to sell things, try to make some money, you know, to make their living.
Si l'hôpital là fermé, quand c'est Milo ensemble, on se tire qui ferme.
If the hospital closes, it's like Milo will be closed.
You know, when you see something for me, I'm giving you cheap price.
Very cute.
Dennis, you my name Dennis. I want for you down if I can to buy the family food and play for you. I'm play for the video for you, okay? I'm going to play for the gift. Dennis, you my friend. Very, very nice. Nice people.
Well, everyone that I've talked to, even the people out in the street, have mentioned that the hospital is a big part of their lives. What do you think would happen to the town of Milo if the hospital were to close?
You know, the only thing that comes to mind, it's an image of kind of black and white TV from the 1950s. When I was a kid, cowboy movies that was a big genre. And there was always these ghost towns, you know, where the tumbleweed is blowing down the center of the street and it's dusty and the sign is hanging on one little, you know, strap from the soffit. And I guess that's kind of the way I see Milo. I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't get that extreme, but this is the economic center. The hospital is the only business of its size and scope in town.
They wouldn't have very many good options for where they can go. A lot of people travel from Cap Haitian for sure, and a lot of other places even further than Cap Haitian, sometimes even Port-au-Prince, for the services that we have. And maybe if the hospital isn't here, they would prefer to do nothing over the other option of going somewhere else where they won't get good care, where they'll have to pay too much. This would be a big problem.
She wants more gummy bears.
He's not dehydrated now. He's come on well. So he's on the mend.
Yeah, usually it's the gas lamp at home. They said this was bean sauce. Wow. But, you know, there's no electricity, so they all use kerosene lamps. So the typical burn is a kicked over lamp.
Hôpital Sacré Coeur didn't exist, or if it closes doors tomorrow, how would that affect the healthcare opportunities in the area?
It will be a big problem here. The hospital Sacré Coeur is very, very important here in this country because we receive many patients, the poor patients, And we offer the most caring than the other. The patient are happy when they come here. They don't find the same caring in other place. That's why each day we have many patients in the hospital. And also, many person depend on the hospital. They work, some work here, and we have some ladies who sell something. The tap come with. The hospital is very important for this region. If the hospital is closed, this will be a big problem for everybody.
Ça c'est un cauchemar, monsieur. La mauvaise délivre, monsieur. Monsieur, qui n'a qui est content, monsieur.
The parents of children here put such value in education that they'll go without eating themselves to have enough money to raise that $30 or $40 to educate their child for the year. I can't imagine the feeling a parent would have to know his or her child who had a job here had lost it because we weren't able to continue this great tradition that's been here for over 25 years now. So it would dramatically change the social landscape if this hospital closed. The alternative for people they would have to go into Justinian Hospital, which is the large government hospital. Things are more expensive for them there. They have the extra expense of getting a tap and making that trip in, so they add that to whatever it costs them. The time it takes to get from there to here, because the road part of the road is not good, so it could be an hour by the time they actually got to a place where they could be seen. And for many people, I mean, they come to us, they're pretty critical by the time they show up on the door steps. So, I think it would cost lives.
In the United States, when a hospital closes, right now, there are still available in the United States safety networks to provide people with health care. In Haiti, those social safety networks are not real visible. So again, it would be devastating, and it would be very, 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 very sorrowful for the people in the north.
Devastating to me, though. I mean, we are not only the major employer, but maybe the only employer in the town, and that's apart from the medical care that's given. People from this whole region, 250 to 500,000 people, depend on Sacré Coeur for their medical care. So they would be devastated. The town would be without any visible means of support. The effect on the town would be enormous.
Eh bien, il t'a affecté tout le monde.
It would affect everybody.
Raison, c'est l'hôpital là nous gagnons qui fait une ouverture que ni jeunes tout et c'est pas seul pour Milo, c'est pour tout le département. Un jeune qui finit, qui a étudié, il a joué un job et nous-mêmes qui là c'est là nous jouons un côté pour nous capables.
Yes. It would affect everyone, not only in Milo, but for instance, if a young person after studying medicine, nursing, or whatever, like this person has hope of coming here and getting a job. And it will also affect just about everybody, including us, because the hospital has opened a lot of doors. Like, it's like a source of survival for a lot of people. Yes.
It's like a hope.
C'est comme espoir, nouveau espoir. Yes, it's like hope.